Hello everyone, many of us face this dilemma as to how we should prepare before we fly. If you've been following us, you know that we've covered various aspects of life in Canada, including cost of living. Now, let's start our journey into the Canadian dream. In this series, we'll all together look at the steps from preparation to landing to next 2 years of life in Canada. Whether you're moving to Canada as a PR, temporary resident, or as a foreign worker, or even as an international student or a tourist, here's your ultimate pre-arrival checklist. Everything you need to know before you board the plane. Let's make your landing smooth and stress-free. So first up is your passport. Make sure it's valid for at least 6 months beyond your landing date. It's your key to entry, and renewal for abroad can be a headache. If in case you're landing in Ontario and planning to drive in Ontario, bring your international driving permit along with your valid home country license. This lets you drive legally for 60 to 90 days. Please check as different provinces have different requirements. Next, bring letters of reference from your past employers. These are gold mines when hunting jobs. This letter of reference should include job title, dates, responsibilities, and company contact info, which means a person whom they can contact in case they want to check the referral. This should be dated and signed. Now, before you land, download these essential Canadian apps that will help you all along. Transit app or Move It app for public transport, Weather Network or WeatherCan because Ontario weather changes fast. Flip app, as this gives you recent offers on various grocery stores. Now you can get a Canadian SIM at the airport or online in advance. Providers include Freedom, Mobile, Bell, Rogers, and Fido. You can check details in our Cost of Living in Canada video where we have covered various details on these. There is a free Wi-Fi available at the airport as well in case you do not have a SIM card when you land and need to connect immediately with family back home or need to call anyone. Now, there is a good news that new permanent residents in Ontario are eligible for Ontario Health Insurance Plan, also known as OHIP. Immediately they are eligible. There's no waiting time. Just apply with your documents and proof of address as soon as you land. Every province has a different healthcare system, so please research well before you land. Although OHIP is available immediately for all the PRs, still consider private insurance during your first days in case of delays in getting your health card. For other visa holders, please get a private health insurance or a travel insurance before you fly from your home country. Please watch until the end to know more about other visa holders. Now next is accommodation. If you don't have a relative or a friend in Canada, book an Airbnb or a hotel for your first few weeks. It gives you time to settle, explore neighborhoods, and find long-term housing. If you have kids and you're moving with them, research schools in your area before your arrival. You'll need a proof of address and immunization records to register them. Your house hunt and school search are interlinked. Watch our video, Canadian Immigration, the Basics, for more details on schools and house hunt. You must provide a Canadian address for your PR card to be mailed. This can be a friend's place, Airbnb, or a hotel, as long as you can get the mail there. Those were the key documents and information you need before you board the plane for Canada. Below is a quick recap for the documents and the list you need to get ready for your travel. Don't forget your confirmation of permanent residence, which is called COPR, or other visa documents. You'll need them when you land at the airport and during your initial documentation process as well. Keep it in your carry-on, not in your checked luggage. You will pick up the checked luggage in the end. There are additional rules for non-PR visa holders. Not all newcomers arrive as PRs. Here's what changes if you are on a temporary visa like a study permit, work permit, or visitor visa. For example, if you are an international student, you are usually not eligible for OHIP. You may be covered by UHIP, University Health Insurance Plan. Otherwise, you need a private plan covering healthcare expenses. Don't forget to bring your study permit, enrollment letter, and proof of address. Temporary foreign workers may be eligible for OHIP if working full-time for 6 months or more in Ontario. Most face a 3-month OHIP waiting period unless you are in exempt job category, that is, if you are a healthcare worker. So if you are a temporary foreign worker, get a private health insurance to cover you during the waiting time. And bring your work permit and employer documents. Now, visitors and tourists are not eligible for OHIP. They must bring private travel insurance for healthcare emergencies. They cannot work legally in Canada, but they can drive with home license and international driving permit, depending on the province, for a limited period. Next, let's look at some driver's license notes on non-PRs. Students and workers can use their IDP, international driving permit, plus home license for up to 60 to 90 days. To switch to an Ontario license, for example, you may need to take written test and road test unless your country has an exchange agreement. Also bring an official driving history letter from your home country, licensing authority, or a driving extract. It may help you skip the graduated licensing steps. Now, temporary residents require proof of address for services like banking, phone plans, and health insurance. Acceptable documents may include lease agreement or utility bill, letter from your employer, or bank letter with your name and address. Whether you're coming as a PR, student, worker, or visitor, Canada is ready to welcome you. Plan smart, arrive ready, and start building the future you've dreamed of. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow our channel, the Canadian chapter, for more details on life in Canada. In our next video, we'll cover what to do when you land at the airport